That was some insane stuff. What is going on, guys? Stardust-oneworldreviews from Stardust-oneworldreviews here, and today I'm here to review Revenge, which is directed by someone named Corley Fogty. I apologize if I pronounced the name wrong. I apologize for you. And it stars Matilda Lutz, who most of you know was in Brains last year. And basically what the movie is about this girl who goes on this trip with a married man and her friends, and everything's great until one of her friends decided to rape her. You have one friend to rape her, she then leave, and then she ends up falling supposedly to her death. And then she returns with revenge on her mind. Now, Revenge, I did not hear much about the movie just very recently. I did see a couple of reviews on it, and I thought that this film was very fun and entertaining and the whole bad, so I was very curious to see, especially I could see a trailer to it and all that. Like, man, this movie, I've been hearing a lot of buzz about this movie, so I've been hearing a lot of buzz about it, so but I was very curious to check this film. I did manage to watch this film yesterday, and after watching Revenge, oh my god, this movie, to put simply, is very bloody, badass, and awesome, but in all the best ways. That's probably the best way I can honestly describe Revenge. It doesn't hold back, it goes straight forward, doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's just friggin' awesome to watch. I fucking love this movie. First off, the acting overall is damn great, but of course the standout and the best performance is Matilda Lutz. Again, she was in Rings early last year, and I wasn't really a fan of that movie, to be honest. But this movie, she brings her ranking here. She was fucking amazing. She is fucking badass here, but she's also very emotional as well. Like, she's just brings it here. And she goes through a lot of great, interesting growth throughout season 8. At first, she might act like your typical type of character that's kind of a slut and all that stuff, but she goes through a lot of growth as well throughout. Well, that really makes you really care about her character, and she brings in. Honestly, I'm very curious to see what else this actress does in the future. And the other, I think, is pretty much good to great. There really isn't any fault when it comes to performances. Of course, let's talk about also cinematography here. That might be some of the best I've seen in 2018 so far. Because how this movie was shot in a few areas was just freaking beautiful. The frame work was great. And also use of the color palettes were actually pretty great as well. They added a lot to cinematography as well. I don't think people were really huge on the color palettes, but for me, I actually dug how I used them in this movie. This movie was beautiful to look at, especially a few shots. I was like, that's just wow. But like I said before, this movie doesn't hold back. It doesn't hold back. It doesn't like hold your hand. It doesn't just doesn't have like a very moment that just doesn't show. Like, this movie is bloody as hell. It's probably one of the bloodiest movies that you've seen in probably in a very long time. Like, holy shit. So this movie is bloody. There's blood everywhere, and just again, but the blood never really got to me. The violence was never like too gratuitous or anything. It wasn't there for a second, but there was a reason for it, and I loved it. And honestly, I love it. I know honestly I love violence, I love bloody, but how this film does it was just, oh my god. Like I said before, it is very bloody, badass, and awesome, but in all the best ways. Really badass. It doesn't really take itself. Also doesn't really take itself too seriously. And it doesn't remember be like, yeah, there's no way to count, especially this woman above a tree. But just for this film, but this film is going not like if one of those people that just hoping that film act like very real and they like actual real want real stuff, things to actually happen, like stuff that happens in actual real life, then this film's not for you. But for those who want to have a big badass and kick ass time, this film is definitely for you. And again, it doesn't take itself too seriously, it pretty much goes for what it's going for. And it actually succeeds 100% on that level. And the action here is fucking brilliant and proves to that it is just awesome. And definitely some of the best action I've seen in 2018, just, oh my god. Absolutely pulls no punches, is brutal, but I have loved nearly every second of it. And also the editing here really adds to that as well. This is also maybe some of the best editing I've seen this year so far. Also, the choices they used actually really add a lot to the overall story, and what actually were very interesting choices they did. We had these certain scenes, how they do things on the characters. I thought it was actually pretty interesting. This movie was also kind of surprisingly a little unpredictable than I was expecting, and like how they'll do certain scenes and stuff. Was actually pretty interesting. It goes some stuff ways I wasn't really expecting. It's like, that's interesting. Also, another interesting that the sound design here is also fucking brilliant as well. And how they there were a few moments of how they used the sound in this movie was just wow, how they do that. Just yeah, I give you major props on that. This movie is incredibly riveting and engaging. I was really conscious around it, and the ending was very satisfying. It ended in a way that I actually was satisfied and was definitely very happy with. This movie was just so much fun, and not only fun, but it still has some substance to where you can actually still be interested in this movie as well. I do have one issue with this movie that does hold it back from getting my highest grade, and that does some symbolism that does happen in this movie where they have this movie. I mean, it doesn't come most, but whereas that she's kind of like a finger from the ashes and all that stuff. And it was honestly kind of too on the nose and did bug me a bit in certain areas and all that. And as much as I had a blast with this movie, this is not a problem I'm going to rewatch at least for a while. Honestly, this film has the most rewatchability to it. But that's really it. But overall, Revenge is fucking badass, bloody, but awesome at the same time. This movie is basically, it basically is I Spit on Your Grave meets Mad Max and pretty much any film Tarantino. You combine all those together, and you got Revenge. A film that just doesn't hold back, doesn't take itself too seriously, it's very bloody, violent, and badass, and just goes for it. But it is just fun, entertaining, but also kind of riveting and engaging in all of the best ways. This film is just freaking awesome, and I do recommend checking this out when you can. If you have a chance to see this movie, I do recommend checking it out. It's definitely worth your time. So that being said, I am going to give Revenge a 97 of an A. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of Revenge. If you have seen this movie, let me know what your thoughts in the comments down below, and let me know if you love it as much as I did. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media sites. All the description down below. I am Stardust-oneworldreviews from Stardust-oneworldreviews. I will see you next time, and stay cool, everybody. Peace.